Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Patrice, and in this video we will be doing a library book haul. And now let's get started. I have 4 books in this library book haul, and I think actually they are all mysteries. Ooh, 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 my favorite genre. So let's get started. 2 of them, well, one is a new series, and I have the first 2 books in the series. And then I have 2 series where it is like the latest book in the series. So we will start with the continuation series first. The first book I have is titled A Terribly Nasty Business, and this is a Patrice Steele mystery novel. And I will read the inside. London provides fabulously deadly opportunities for a fledgling inspector in the twisty follow-up to Julia Seal's best-selling debut, A Most Agreeable Murder, hailed by people as a delightful cocktail of wit, hilarity, and suspense. After achieving her lifelong dream of solving a murder, bringing a killer to justice, and proving she is not, in fact, a morbid creep, Beatrice Steele feels like everything is finally falling into place. She's traded her etiquette-obsessed community of Swampshire for the big city of London, accompanied by her ever-trusty chaperone, Miss Bolton. They've settled in the lovely neighborhood Sweetbriar, known for its proximity to the Sweet Majestic Theater, picturesque pleasure gardens, and an unfortunate infestation of flying squirrels. But Beatrice's favorite part is that Sweetbriar is also home to DS Investigations, the new office she opened with the prickly, annoyingly logical Inspector Drake to solve the city's brutally thrilling crimes. However, nothing is turning out how Beatrice imagined it would. Sir Huxley, famed gentleman inspector and Beatrice's former crush, is still considered the real investigator in London. So the only cases left for Beatrice and Drake are lost pets and spectacles. Not that Beatrice has much time for crime solving anyway, as her mother still expects her to find an eligible, meaning rich, husband to protect their family from destitution. Beatrice is struggling to balance all the demands on her and begins to wonder if she can become a true detective in a city that feels full of false promises. That is until a string of murders thrusts Beatrice and Drake into the center of a scandal that pits the neighborhood's wealthiest against the arts community, spreading fear and chaos throughout the city. As they follow the trail through bewildering ballrooms, secretive shops, and odd operas, Beatrice must survive threats to her partnership, her business, and her place in society to break the case before it's too late. So I did enjoy the first book in the series, again, which is titled A Most Agreeable Murder. I like that one because Beatrice, she does have an unhealthy obsession with like crime and like murder and stuff. And I felt like she reminded me of me because of the way that I like cozy mysteries. But she would read like the newspapers, like they would have like a crime story in there that an author wrote, and she would read it and try to solve the crime and whatever. So the first one was really good, and I'm glad to see this second follow-up. The next book that I picked up is titled A Dark and Deadly Journey, and this is by Julia Kelly, and this is an Evelyn Red Fern Mystery. And let me show it to you. After being sidelined with a pesky gunshot wound, typist turned field agent Evelyn Redfern is ready for her next assignment with Britain's secretive Special Investigations Unit. When a British intelligence informant in Portugal mysteriously disappears just after hinting that he has vital information about German plans that could tip the balance of World War II, Evelyn and her dashingly irksome partner, David Poole, are sent to Lisbon to find him. Once they land, Evelyn and David aren't even able to leave the airport before she discovers one of their fellow airplane passengers murdered and uncovers a diary with a clear link between the victim and their missing informant. With their mission in jeopardy before it can truly begin, Evelyn and David fight to keep their covers intact as they descend deeper into the shadows that surround Lisbon's glittering collection of wealthy expats and dangerous spies. This case will test Evelyn and David's training, charm, and wit, and their growing attraction for each other. Evelyn Redfern returns in a dark and deadly journey. The next book in international best-selling author Julia Kelly's captivating historical mystery series. Now, I reviewed the last entry in this series on my channel, and I was not pleased with it. It was like so boring. Like, I think this is the third book in the series. So the first one was really, really good. And I was excited to get the second book, which is the last one that I reviewed. And it was not as good. So hopefully this third one will redeem the series for me. Because like I said, that first one was really, really good. So high hopes for this. Now, the next two books will be from a new series that I'm starting by a new author. And these are cozy mysteries with Black characters. And you guys know I'm always on the hunt for cozy mysteries with Black characters. So I'm excited to start this. Now, the first one is titled It's Elementary by Elise Bryant. And I will show it to you. And let me read you the summary. A fast-paced, completely delightful new mystery about what happens when parents get a little too involved in their kids' schools from NAACP Image Award nominee Elise Bryant. Mavis Miller is not a PTA mom. She has enough on her plate with her feisty 7-year-old daughter, Pearl, an exhausting job at a nonprofit, and the complexities of a multi-generational household. So no one is more surprised than Mavis when she caves to Trisha Holbrook, the long-reigning, slightly terrifying PTA president, and finds herself in charge of the school's brand new DEI committee. As one of the few Black parents at this California elementary school, Mavis tries to convince herself this is an opportunity for real change. But things go off the rails at the very first meeting when the new principal's plans leave Trisha absolutely furious. Later that night, when Mavis spies Trisha in yellow rubber gloves and booties, lugging cleaning supplies and giant black trash bags to her waiting minivan, it's only natural that her mind jumps to somewhere it surely wouldn't in the light of day. Except Principal Smith fails to show up for work the next morning and has been MIA since the meeting. Determined to get to the bottom of things, Mavis, along with the school psychologist with the great forearms, look, it's worth noting, launches an investigation that will challenge her views on parenting, friendship, and elementary school politics. Brilliantly written, It's Elementary is a quick-witted escapist romp that perfectly captures just how far parents will go to give their kids the very best, all wrapped in a mystery that will leave you guessing to the last page. So this sounds like it's promising, like it's going to be good. I can't wait. And the next book in the series, and this is, I believe this one came out this year, yeah, in August of this year, and it's titled "The Game Is Afoot," and again written by Elise Bryant. And this one says, a clever and hilarious new mystery about a mother who thinks she has to do it all, even solve a murder, from the author of It's Elementary. After rage quitting her job, Mavis Miller finally has time to get all the rest she's been putting off, or she should have the time, hypothetically, except she's taken on a new role, supermom. Her hours are filled with chauffeuring her daughter Pearl around to her extracurricular activities, somehow ending up as class mom and investigating another mystery. When Coach Cole, the director of the kids' soccer program, drops dead on a Saturday morning, no one suspects foul play. However, the police soon discover something suspicious left on the field, making it clear that someone had it in for the coach. But who? Sure, parents got mad when he made their precious star athletes sit on the bench, but not that mad. Mavis is determined to find out more, even if it takes her into the dark, dangerous underbelly of gentle parents and MLM girl bosses. Plus, it's an easy distraction from everything else going on, like the panic attacks she keeps brushing off, or the fact that she's unemployed and totally lost as to what her purpose and path in life should be. And then there's her ex husband, who's back in town and doing everything she's ever wanted, just as she's beginning a new relationship. Mavis knows a murder investigation probably isn't the self care she needs right now, but how exactly are you supposed to take care of yourself when you don't even know who you are anymore? So, again, new cozy mystery with black characters. I cannot wait to get into this and let you guys know how this turns out. Um, I will do a review on all of these books. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you the next time. Bye bye.